Hell yeah. Oh shit.
Okay, you should be able to hear me now. There we go. I knew there was one thing I missed.
That girl, you shouldn't see her anymore. I'm telling you for your sake. If you continue to see her, it's bad news.
You're lying!
Just listen to me. There's something you need to know about that girl.
Stop it! Don't talk about her like that! It wasn't me! I didn't... I didn't do it!
Phoenix on trial for being a fucking simp.
5 years earlier. Yeah, but welcome in, everybody. I hope you're doing well. Welcome in, Wolfie. Okay. So... yeah, okay.
Yep.
Alright. It's finally time. Kind of nervous. Oh. Oh, Mr. Grossberg. Good morning.
Oh, Mia, please calm yourself down. You're going to get yourself arrested for suspicious behavior, you know.
What are you talking about? I am relaxed, Mr. Grossberg. Look at me. I'm relaxed.
Let go of my lapels. You obviously haven't got the temperament to be a lawyer.
I'm so sorry. It's just... I'm so nervous today.
Oh, that's right. This is your first time in the big leagues, isn't it? Well, whenever you fear, my dear. I, Marvin Grossberg, am at your service.
Actually, this is my second time in court.
Still, you surprised me, what with your earnest request last night. Let me handle this case, you suddenly said. And quite forcefully, too.
I just found out yesterday. About the case, I mean.
What? And you've already learned all the relevant facts?
Well, about that. You see, I mean, of course I have. I think.
Oh dear. In any case, don't let our client see you're so nervous. You see the poor young man in the pink sweater over there? That's our client.
Good morning there, everybody. Good morning. Should keep smiling, Mia. I, just want to say, I'll give it all I've got. Yup, it'll be fine. No prob. Oh, what's wrong? Do you have a cold or something, Mr. Wright? Actually, it's Wright. Like, the Flying Brothers. The people screw it up all the time. And yes, I have a cold. That's what this mask is for. My doc says this way I won't give it to anyone else. Be kind to others, he says.
He's damn right.
Right, Mr. Wright. You have nothing to fear in court today. If you are truly innocent, I promise I will save you. Please let go of my shirt. That's right. He's the one on trial, not you. He's the one who should be nervous. Just stay strong for your client, Mia. My name is Mia Fey. I'm still pretty new at this lawyer thing. If for First time I appeared in court was a year ago. That trial traumatized me so badly. Thought I'd never set foot in another courtroom. It's been 1 year since then. And, well, again. This time I'm going to win. My client, and for myself. The judge hasn't changed a bit, I see.
Nope, he's still just as old as ever.
Huh.
I mean, he looked like this when he was born.
Yeah.
Court is now in session for the trial of Phoenix Wright.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
Hey James, how's it going? Hope you're well.
Hello.
The defense today is, Miss Mia Fey, was it?
Yes, Your Honor. Is there a problem?
I was under the impression that Marvin Grossberg was to be leading the defense.
Yes. Well, let's see. Mr. Grossberg had a bit of an emergency.
Emergency? Isn't that him standing there right next to you?
Yes. Well,
You're just a rookie. Are you sure you can really handle this?
don't let him scare you, Mia. Give him your toughest look. Of course, Your Honor. I think.
Well, Mr. Payne, your opening statement, please.
Well. I can't believe a veteran like me has to spend his time babysitting a new defense lawyer. Don't worry, little girl. It will all be over soon.
What was that all about? Was he trying to trash talk me?
Now then, I'd like to proceed with a summary of events on the day in question. The incident occurred on the campus of Ivy University. The murder victim was a student named Doug Swallow. He was a fourth-year student studying pharmacology.
Mr. Payne in his prime. He won't survive.
Yeah.
Barely.
Yeah, you thought she got traumatized in her first case. She's gonna get fucking blasted on her second case here.
Sounds like he was a very bright young man.
Yes, well, next we have his photo taken at the scene of the crime. Students discovered the scene shortly after the murder. They found the victim's body. And the defendant, who had obviously bungled his getaway. They then called the police.
Certainly makes the defendant look very suspicious indeed. Very well. Court accept this photo into the record as evidence.
Good building.
By the way, I can't quite tell the cause of death from this photo.
Your reputation for Zajaski is well earned, Your Honor. The truth is that this victim died a rather unusual death.
An unusual death?
What do you mean, Mr. Payne?
Well, perhaps the defense would like to take this question.
Huh?
A simple question. I thought I might loosen you up a bit. I am a genteel man, if you will.
What? Stand up to him, Mia. Show him what you're made of.
Oh, a perfect opportunity. Well, what was it? The cause. Go on. Please say you know at least this much.
I'm so sorry. I didn't get a chance to read through the whole file.
My hemorrhoids are beginning to act up. Now see here. The details of the case are filed under the court record. But you knew that already, didn't you?
Ah, the court record. I think I can see that by pressing this button.
Attorney's badge. She's got her own attorney's
Hell
badge.
yeah. You better believe it.
That's autopsy report. Cause of death was a fatal electric shock. Okay.
All of the weapons we need can be found in the court record. Take a good hard look at the data there and think carefully before you answer, my dear.
Yes, sir. I'll do just that. Got to stay calm. Can't let that prosecutor get the better of me. Court record. Okay, let's take a look. Just press tab here.
You have that.
Now then, would the attorney for the defense please answer the question? What was the cause of death?
Hypothermia. I mean, I guess it seemed pretty cold at the time.
So cold.
Electrocution.
According to the court record, it was a fatal electric shock. In other words, electrocution.
Electrocution? But how could such a thing happen? Did the murderer use some type of new, super-powerful stun gun, perhaps?
The answer to that will become crystal clear as this trial proceeds, Your Honor. But before that, there is one more vital issue.
What's that?
Why, motive, of course. Apparently there was some bad blood between the victim and the defendant.
Bad blood?
What do you mean?
Oopsie, I'm terribly sorry. You're the defense attorney, so you must know all about it. I shouldn't be stealing your spotlight like this.
I really don't like this guy's smug attitude.
That's Winston Payne for you. He is one smooth operator if you catch my drift. They don't call him the rookie killer for nothing, you know.
Now then, let's hear from the defense. What was the source of the bad blood between the victim and the defendant? And this time I would like to see some supporting evidence.
Evidence?
Evidence.
Well, no need to get all worked up over this. As I said, all our weapons can be found in the court record. Find the evidence you need and then shove it into old Greybeard's face.
Yes, sir. Into old Greybeard's face.
No, don't say that aloud.
Mr. Grossberg. Try to set a better example for the young lady.
Yeah, evidence isn't the only thing in the court record. People's profiles are as well. You can toggle between profiles and evidence with tab, so be sure to go over it all.
Now then, let's see what you've got. What was the cause of the bad blood between Phoenix Wright and the victim?
Alright, let's see. A fourth-year pharmacology student at university. Yeah, there it is. Dated the victim Doug Swallow until 8 months ago. What are the other... And what does this say about Winston Payne? The veteran lawyer with little too much confidence. Yeah. Alright.
We literally won 3 trials before this case even started today.
Yeah. Alright. Sent.
The reason for the bad blood between the two of them was this woman here.
Dahlia Hawthorne, was it?
Very good, Miss Fay. You seem to have picked up on at least this much. This woman is the girlfriend of the defendant, Phoenix Wright. But up until about 8 months ago, she was with the victim, Mr. Swallow. Clearly she has some part to play in this story. Otherwise we wouldn't have her in the profiles.
He's done it again. Before the cross-examination starts, he's already got the judge thinking like he wants.
Very well, Mr. Payne. Please call your first witness.
If it pleases the court, the prosecution would like to call Mr. Phoenix Wright.
What? Defendant himself? Well, Miss Fay?
It's fine. After all, Mr. Wright is innocent, right? The defense has no objection.
Very well. Court calls Mr. Phoenix Wright to the witness stand.
I figured I might as well take the chance to interact with this man I'll never see again. Witness, please state your name and occupation.
Oh, yes. My name is Phoenix Wright. My job is, well, right now I guess I'm a suspect.
No, he means what did you do before you were arrested?
Oh! I was a university student.
Mr. Wright. You understand that you are suspected in the death of your fellow student, Doug
But I didn't do it. I'm innocent, I tell you. Telling you I was...
Would the defendant please refrain from passing on his cold to the rest of us?
It seems the witness has something he wants to say.
Well then, Mr. Wright. Please tell us about your relation to the victim.
Right away, Your Honor.
The victim and I, okay.
I admit I was there. But I'm not a killer. All I did was find his body. I hardly knew the guy to begin with. I never even talked to that stuck-up British wannabe.
See. So you hardly knew the victim?
Right. Like I said, I'm not a killer.
Looks like the judge understands.
You're being naive, you know. Too naive.
Huh?
It seems that you've forgotten one small thing, young lady.
And that would be...
This witness still has to undergo something called cross-examination.
cross-examination?
He's right, and it's the defense's duty to carry out the cross-examination. Even though it's their witness, but okay. The purpose is to determine if a witness's testimony contains any contradictions.
Contradictions?
If a witness is lying, their statements will conflict with the court record.
But Mr. Wright is my client.
Even if he is your client in court, all lies must be struck down. As a lawyer, that is your duty, you see.
Does he mean by that? Is he saying that testimony just now? It was a lie? Contradiction?
Now then, your cross-examination, if you please, Miss Fay.
Please, Mr. Wright. Tell me you haven't been lying. You wouldn't do that to me, would you? Welcome in, Knuckles. Hope you're doing well. The victim and I.
You wouldn't lie to me, would you? On my birthday?
On my birthday. Can't believe Phoenix Wright killed him, man. I didn't think he could do it. Oh, got a response? Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Alright, I got something confirmed for Monday, so
Hog as hell.
hell yeah. Alright, so let's press here. That it was there. When you say there, you mean the place where the victim was murdered?
Yeah, sort of. The place where something happened anyway.
Something? You can't hide what happened. We have photographic evidence.
Anyway, Mr. Wright. What were you doing at the scene of the crime? I thought you said you didn't know the victim, Mr. Swallow.
It was just a coincidence. We bumped into each other by accident.
Coincidence, huh?
But I'm not a killer. All I did was find his body.
You say you found the body? So who called the police?
Huh?
Unfortunately, it was some other students that notified the police.
Other students?
That's correct. They were witnesses. Witnesses who saw the defendant standing there next to the body, in shock.
What? Is this true, Mr. Wright?
Could you stop sneezing every time you're in a bind?
Well, it's true that I was pretty shocked when I found the body. But I hardly knew the guy to begin with.
So you didn't know his face or even his name, right?
Right. Well, no. That is, I mean...
So, which is it? Did you know him or not?
Now see here. You can't avoid answering the question by sneezing all day.
Well, I guess I did know his name.
News to me? Why didn't he tell me that before?
I heard he used to date Dolly.
Who is this Dolly person?
Yes, that would be the defendant's lover, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne.
Oh, I see. Oh, young love. So bittersweet.
But that's all I knew about him. I never even talked to that stuck-up British wannabe.
Mr. Wright, you stated the following in your testimony. I hardly knew the guy to begin with.
That's right. I mean, why would I even...
But it doesn't sound right. You hardly knew him. Why would you say that the victim was a stuck-up British wannabe? Well, Mr. Wright?
No, it wasn't me. I'm not a killer, I swear.
Mr. Wright, I will give you an opportunity to revise your testimony. How is it that you knew the victim was, as you put it, a British wannabe?
Yes, well... He was always walking around with a huge Union Jack on the back of his shirt.
Did you see it at the crime scene? The Union Jack, I mean.
Yes, that's right. I saw it at the crime scene.
The incomplete fan translation had Talia Hawthorne's name is Dolores Willow, but the nickname Dolly was the same.
That's nice.
It makes sense. It works.
Yeah. Dolores Willow, though, is not the name I'd give to an 18-year-old, though.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like it. Doesn't sound like the kind of name. Yeah, not in this era.
Yeah, like, I do love that name, but it's not the name that I would give to the person whose profile picture we just saw. That's not the name I would expect to see under there.
Yeah. I don't think we're in the right time period for that.
That's why I figured he must love British stuff, see? It's true! Cross my heart! I swear I didn't do it.
There's something fishier than the salmon I ate last night.
May I ask you something, Miss Fay?
Yes, Your Honor. What's it now?
Who is this person, anyway? This Union Jack fellow?
The Union Jack is the name of the United Kingdom's flag.
Oh, I see. So you mean like the Stars and Stripes, right?
As usual, Your Honor, your insight astounds me.
Hey, something just occurred to me. Isn't there something strange about this bit just now?
Mia, there is a contradiction here.
Mr. Grossberg!
Quickly now, show that boy you mean business. With evidence, I mean.
Okay, Mia. Check the court record carefully.
Your insight astounds me. it's such a great backhanded compliment. So we see the picture here. I'm not seeing a Union Jack.
There ain't a goddamn thing on the back there.
Oh,
Well, my dear, do you think you can manage on your own from this point?
I think we're fine.
I can handle it myself.
Are you starting this series with the third game?
That's basically what it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
1 year ago, I was in a courtroom just like this. I can do it. I can handle this myself.
You mustn't try to bite off more than you can chew, Mia. I'm giving you this tutorial one way or the other.
I'll be fine. I know what I have to do.
Remember, you can always press him to get more information. Oh, and one more thing. When you're going to state a contradiction, make sure you present some definitive proof.
Okay, Mia. One more time, from the very beginning of his testimony.
It was there, not a killer. Really knew the guy. Where do you want to be? Alright. This is where we present. Right here. Yep.
Are you certain you saw the Union Jack?
Yeah, I'm sure. It was right there on his back.
Miss Fay, is there some point to this line of questioning?
Your Honor, please take another look at the crime scene photo. As you can see, there's absolutely nothing on the victim's back.
Hey, wait a minute! He's wearing a leather jacket! The Union Jack was on the back of the t-shirt he was wearing.
It's a great way to... Yeah, it's a pretty good way to handle it. The amnesia one was a little contrived, but
Yeah.
I was under the impression that you accidentally came across the body. But if that was really the case, then you wouldn't know that, would you?
how do you know that?
You'd have no idea at all what he was wearing underneath the jacket. Mr. Wright, you've been lying to me. Please forgive me.
You've made our client cry. Apologize to him right now.
Let him. That P on his chest doesn't stand for Phoenix anyways.
Roasted?
Roasted.
Can't believe I trusted him. Mr. Wright was all wrong.
That was an impressive bit of cross-examination. Thank you for uncovering the defendant's lies for me. It's quite clear that this man did not simply stumble upon the scene of the crime.
too far?
By the way, Mr. Wright, you seem to have a rather bad cold. Have you taken any medicine for it?
Yeah, I took some, but
Was the medicine that you took an over-the-counter brand called Cold Killer X?
yeah, that's right. It kills colds good. Hey, wait a second. How did you know I'm a big fan of Cold Killer X?
Would you happen to have that medicine with you right now?
Well, actually, I seem to have lost it somewhere.
He lost it? Does this even have anything to do with the case?
Mr. Wright, shall I tell you where your cold medicine is right now?
Huh?
Your Honor, I'd like you to take another look at another photo from the crime scene.
What's this? The victim's hand. It's Cold Killer X.
Yes, but even I've got a bottle of Cold Killer X in my apartment.
I'm sorry, but I'm afraid that argument won't work. There's no doubt as to who this bottle of Cold Killer X belongs to. Especially since Mr. Wright's fingerprints are all over it.
What?
Sensing his murderous intent, Mr. Swallow must have picked up the bottle of medicine. Dropped by Mr. Wright and hid it in his hand. His purpose in doing so can only have been to identify his killer as Phoenix Wright.
Order! Order in the court!
Your Honor, I'd like to present this photo and bottle as evidence.
Very well. Court will accept them into the record.
Oh, the victim. Mention the victim's watch, is he?
Also, the victim's wristwatch was broken.
Broken?
Yes, it ceased functioning when a large wave of electricity passed through it. Well, Mr. Wright, do you have some kind of explanation for all of this?
This is really bad.
Oh, my buttocks, my poor hemorrhoids.
What really happened? That's what I'd like to know.
Well, you see, it all began about a decade ago.
The truth is, I went because he called me. He was in the pharmacology department, so we agreed to meet at 2:45 behind that building. We talked for a bit, and then at around 3, we split up. Then later, when I went back, I found him lying there. I'd been taking Cold Killer X for the last 2 or 3 days, but I lost my bottle of it around lunchtime on the day of the accident.
Mr. Wright, that's completely different from the testimony you gave previously.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I was afraid you wouldn't believe the truth.
Well, forgive me if I say I hardly find your current testimony any more credible.
See, all the perjury he has to deal with is just retribution for him lying now.
Yeah.
Miss Fay, please begin your cross-examination.
Oh, please, Mr. Wright. Don't tell any more lies.
What really happened?
The truth is, I went because he called me.
Had you ever met the victim before then?
No, never! But that day, he called me up and told me he wanted to talk about Dolly.
And this Dolly person is?
It's kind of embarrassing. She's my, sweetheart.
What was that for, Mia?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I just felt like slapping something all of a sudden.
Dahlia Hawthorne was also the lover of the murder victim, Doug Swallow. Before she met Mr. Wright, that is.
So it was one of those nasty love triangles, I see.
He was in the pharmacology department, so we agreed to meet at 2:45 behind that building.
Was it Mr. Swallow who indicated you should meet at 2:45?
Yeah, we were both there right on time.
You said the victim was in the pharmacology department, correct?
Yeah, he was studying how to manufacture and improve pharmaceuticals. Everyone called him the alchemist of IVU.
Alchemist. I see.
I gotta admit, it was a little suspicious. He had a whole laboratory and everything. It was filled with chemicals and strange machines that run on high-voltage electricity.
Oh, how fascinating. Sounds like he was quite an ambitious young man.
What do I do? Maybe I should ask him for some more details?
I have a feeling we're gonna need to ask about both of these.
Might be.
We'll do the timing of the meeting first.
Or maybe it'll decide which testimony gets added, like that sort of thing.
Could be, yeah.
So, you're absolutely certain that you met at 2:45?
Yeah, pretty sure. That's the time class ends. But they're always doing experiments, so it doesn't matter much.
Experiments?
Yeah, those pharmacology guys are always in the lab whipping up something.
Well, it looks like he's right about the time anyway.
Witness, let's go on with your testimony.
Let's try pressing again here. Okay. About the pharmacology department.
I was wondering if you could tell us a bit more about the pharmacology department.
Well, okay, sure. I don't know all that much, though.
A little bit earlier in your testimony, you said something interesting. You said the department uses strange machines that run on high-voltage electricity.
That's right, and they sure look dangerous. They use non-standard voltages, so there are high-voltage cables everywhere.
High-voltage cables.
Yeah, there are electrical poles set up all around the building. The high-voltage cables run overhead around the roof.
Finally, I think we're getting somewhere.
We talked for a bit, then at around 3 we split up.
Press here.
So what was it you were talking about?
You know, that maybe we should hang out again sometime.
Hang out again sometime? Wish that were true.
Then later, when I went back, I found him lying there.
So, you say you went back?
Yeah. That's when I found the body.
Yes, but why did you go back in the first place? Weren't you angry with him?
Well, that's right, I was.
Then why, Mr. Wright? Why did you go back there?
I thought maybe we could make up.
Judging by the atmosphere, pretty sure no one is buying this.
I've been taking Cold Killer X for the last 2 or 3 days.
Let's press this.
It's rather unusual to catch a cold this time of the year, isn't it?
Yeah, I always get a little careless when the weather starts to warm up. I guess I shouldn't sleep with the window open this early in spring, huh?
I suppose common sense is not always common. So, did anyone else know that you were taking cold medicine?
Well, I always took one after meals, so I'm pretty sure all my friends knew about it. But I lost my bottle of it around lunchtime on the day of the accident.
On the day of the incident, what did you do for lunch?
Huh? What does that have to do with anything?
You can never be too sure.
I always eat with Dolly, just the two of us. Dolly's homemade lunches are just the greatest. Mini omelets are magically delicious.
Oh, what? You punched me in the jaw!
Oh, I'm so sorry. I just felt like hurting someone all of a sudden.
I think that's enough for now. So the defendant and the victim met at approximately the time of his death. Then the defendant returned to the scene for some unknown reason.
I'm not entirely convinced by his explanation about the medicine bottle either.
Let me be frank here, Mr. Wright. Your testimony cannot be trusted.
What do you mean?
I knew it was too much work for a little girl.
However, there is one mystery that still remains.
There is, Your Honor.
How the murder was carried out, of course. Just how was the victim electrocuted? I don't believe the murder weapon has been produced yet, correct?
Well, that is, you are correct, Your Honor.
So, how exactly was Mr. Swallow killed? I could somehow establish how it was done. Maybe I could still come out of this mess smelling like a rose.
Can we?
Can you?
Do we have anything we can use? Because if he was electrocuted, then it couldn't be this. It couldn't be the bottle of pills.
That static electricity can be killer.
Yeah.
Did you examine all the pieces of evidence though?
Let's see. Cause of death was a fatal electric shock. Yeah, let's look at the photos too. Oh yeah, I do see a bent up umbrella. This photo, and then let's look at the other one. Oh, there's the time of death. Okay. Oh yeah, okay. That's right. Okay, I see. They did say that watches conduct electricity, so yeah. I think we can establish something. We can work with this.
Your Honor,
Yes, Miss Fay?
I believe that if we were to piece together everything we've heard up until now, we should be able to solve the mystery of how Mr. Swallow died.
That would be most impressive.
Quite the brash statement coming from a rookie. But even a beginner like you must understand the basic rules of the court, yes? An attorney must be able to substantiate their arguments with evidence.
Of course I know that. Actually, I had totally forgotten about that.
Now then, Miss Fay, let me see what you've got. Show me how you believe the victim was electrocuted.
Right, and it's right there in that photo. Yeah. Okay.
As for the cause of death, I'd say this picture captures it quite well.
What? But there's nothing that even remotely resembles a murder weapon here. Afraid the defense is going to have to explain this in a bit more detail. Miss Fay, where exactly in this photo is the murder weapon?
Right here.
Wait.
Oh, let's see.
Well, naturally, it's right around here, I think.
What were we gonna say, Saffron?
No, it's the source of the electrocution.
Suppose, but like, what happened there? Like, how did that come undone?
That is a good question.
Miss Fay, I'm deeply disappointed in you.
I'm disappointed as well, Miss Fay.
To be honest, I'm a bit disappointed too, Mia.
Need to use my brain on this. Come on, Mia. Can't strike out here.
Okay. So you really screwed that one up. Yeah, even the chat.
Damn.
Even the chat is turning on her. Alright, so...
Oh, naturally. It's right here.
That's... What is that?
A severed electrical cable, I believe, Your Honor. Remember the testimony we've heard. The machines the pharmacology students use in their experiments require high voltage. Because of that, there are special high-voltage cables strung up everywhere.
So then, the high-voltage cable...
Yes, the high-voltage cable is the cause of death. That is the most likely explanation.
That certainly sounds plausible. Well, Mr. Payne, what do you have to say about this?
I believe some praise is in order.
Don't toy with me, old man.
Now, the victim's cause of death may indeed have been a high-voltage cable. However, I want you to think about what that really implies. The only one who had the opportunity to use the cable as a murder weapon was... the defendant.
That much is certainly true.
Yes, and that's not all. We have proof. Irrefutable proof that will establish that Mr. Wright was the murderer.
Do? What is it?
His fingerprints.
Fingerprints? You mean that the defendant's fingerprints were on something besides the medicine bottle?
Let's take another look at the crime scene photo. As you can see, the victim is wearing a leather jacket. And as you know, leather holds fingerprints quite well.
You mean...
Yes, it was quite clearly imprinted on the chest area of the victim's jacket. The palm print of the defendant's very own hand.
What?
I can only think of one way Mr. Wright could have left a print like that. Intent on murder, he squarely pushed the victim towards the severed electrical cable.
Order! 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 That's enough! I think we can conclude that there's no reason to continue with this cross-examination.
Stick a fork in us, we're done.
Mr. Grossberg!
My hemorrhoids never lied. The show is over, Mia. I knew that boy was guilty the first time I saw him, I'm afraid.
No, you're wrong. Mr. Wright is innocent.
Oh dear.
No further evidence is required to convince me of this man's guilt.
What were you gonna say?
That's actually why they released the alternate version of the timeline. They redid the first 2 games with just Phoenix in prison.
Your Honor!
At this time, I'm prepared to render a verdict in this case. You have something further to add, Miss Fay?
Is this what you want, Mr. Wright? You still haven't told us the truth. The whole truth. If you don't say something now, the judge is going to hand down his verdict.
But I can't. I just can't say it. If I told you what really happened, then I'd be...
It's okay, Mr. Wright. I'm your attorney. Trust me.
Miss Fay,
No matter what it is you have to say, I believe in you, and I'll represent you to the very end.
Already established the defendant's guilt. There's no further need for him to say anything.
wait a minute.
Mr. Wright,
I'll tell you what really happened.
But I've already told you, Mr. Wright, there's no need for further.
I did it. I admit it. I pushed him. It's my fault. My fault that Doug Swallow is dead.
That girl, you shouldn't see her anymore.
Hey, it's none of your business.
I'm telling you for your sake. If you continue to see her, it's going to be bad news.
You're lying.
Just listen to me. There's something you need to know about that girl.
Stop it. Don't talk about her. Don't talk about her like that.
What you just said, was that the truth?
Yes, I was afraid. Afraid that if I told the truth, everyone would think I was the murderer for sure.
Well, as things currently stand, we're all absolutely convinced you are.
Please, please give me one more chance to explain. This time, I swear I'll tell the whole truth. It'll be okay, won't it, Miss Fay? I believe in you.
oh, thank you. I still can't believe it. You really did push the victim.
Oh, it feels like my hemorrhoids are doing the Harlem Shake.
This was... We saw the
What was that?
we saw the year this came out, right?
Yeah, this was before the meme, even.
I see. And I pushed the victim.
That guy, he was talking bad about Dolly. I lost my temper and gave him a shove. At that moment, I heard some kind of loud noise. A little while after I left, I started to get worried. So I went back. But he was just lying there, dead.
Well, the explanation is really quite simple. When you pushed him, Mr. Swallow flew back and touched the electrical cable. He died from the shock. And that, as they say, is that.
Simple explanation indeed.
At the time of the incident, a light rain had been falling. What from the rain, the victim was more easily electrocuted.
But when I pushed him, there weren't any electrical cables nearby. If there had been something like that, even I would have noticed it.
It's true. Even a doofus like him couldn't miss that.
Miss Fay, let me warn you right now that if your cross-examination doesn't yield any new facts, I intend to deliver my verdict without further delay. You clear on that?
Yes, Your Honor. Don't give up, Mia. If he is innocent, there must be some kind of evidence somewhere that will prove it.
Okay. When I push the victim, so we'll cross-examine here. That about Dolly, let's press here.
So, what kinds of things did Mr. Swallow say to you?
He said all sorts of terrible things about Dolly. He said that she was a bad girl.
Is that all?
Yep.
Well, Miss Fay, you heard him yourself.
Oh boy. You're not doing yourself any favors here, Mr. Wright.
He also called her a fucking skank, but
Yeah.
Please don't make this harder for me than it already is.
Anyway, after he said that, I just lost my temper and gave him a shove.
Can you tell me about what happened in a little more detail?
That guy just said what he wanted to say to me. Then he put on the jacket he was holding and started to leave. That's when I lost my temper and flew into a furious frenzy.
he unleashed his rage.
I just gave him a light, gentle shove to the chest.
And when you did that, there was no severed cable anywhere to be seen?
Right. There was nothing like that at all.
But is it possible that you merely overlooked it?
Well, I guess it's possible.
What are you doing? Don't the guy steamroll over you like cheap asphalt?
I believe what's important here is the moment the push occurred. Let's continue on with the testimony, witness.
At that moment, I heard some kind of loud noise.
A loud noise? What would you say that loud noise was, Mr. Wright?
I'm not sure, but it was really loud. It was like, snap! You know, come to think of it, wonder what that was.
Clearly, Your Honor, it was the sound of the victim being electrocuted.
You're not qualified to decide that. What should I do? I'm treading on some dangerous ground here.
Ask for more details.
Mr. Wright, that loud noise you heard may be extremely important. So try to remember what it was.
How do I put it? It was like a sharp crack.
Oh, Sir Francisco was there.
Could it have been?
Yes? Could it have been? Hurry up and tell us.
When I pushed him, he dropped the umbrella he was holding. He fell right on top of it, and it broke. That was probably the noise I heard.
Umbrella, huh? Did that umbrella belong to the victim?
Yeah, it was a plastic umbrella. Cheap and frail, kind of like the owner.
Damn, dude.
Yeah. Then again, I wish I had any kind of umbrella. It was totally soaked to the bone.
Miss Faye, what do you think? Is there something important in that testimony just now?
Well... Seems like it's important, like the... We haven't heard about the umbrella yet. Like, it's there in the photo, but we haven't even talked about it. I'd say it's important. Yeah.
This is it, Mia. New information you've been waiting for.
He's so cheap and frail, maybe he died from the shove and not the electricity. Yeah.
Of course it's important. No, this chief umbrella is more than important. It's vital. I want to officially have it entered into the testimony. How perfectly fitting. Flimsy information for a flimsy lawyer.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and hydrate real quick. My throat does kind of hurt a bit. So
Hydrate
I will
or dehydrate?
hydrate or dehydrate. Get this open. There we go. There we go. Now we're good. Well, now it's not free anymore. It was gonna be on the house.
Yeah. Remember to always tip your streamers.
Okay. Okay, now I'm good.
The court agrees to the defense's request. Witness, please add the bit about the cheap umbrella to your testimony.
After I shoved him, he fell down on top of his cheap umbrella.
Dog shit umbrella.
Yeah.
PMD, I think.
So Mr. Swallow fell on top of his umbrella? You're certain of this?
Yeah, it was right there under him. Actually, if it hadn't been under him, I was planning on borrowing it for myself.
The umbrella, you mean?
Well, yeah, you see I was wearing the sweater here. Dolly stayed up late for nights at a time knitting it for me. I didn't want the rain to dampen the handmade symbol of her love.
My stomach is not to be used as your personal soccer ball, Mia.
Love 3-1. Hey, Pass. Hope you're doing well.
Hello. Yes, it is very good.
I'm so sorry.
Continue on with your testimony, witness.
Right, Benjamin has entered the building. I've enabled the redeem.
Finally. The guy we're all here for.
I've enabled the redeem. It's your favorite first case, or at least tied with 4-1. Gotcha. Thank you for giving Benjamin ads. He deserves them.
It is tricky. I feel like Great Ace Attorney definitely gets up there, but that's way off, so...
Yeah. Eventually I'll get to that one.
Hell yeah.
I do also have... Yeah, I have Great Ace Attorney, I also have Apollo Justice, so... We've got a lot of games to go through.
A couple.
Just, you know. Not sure what your favorite first case is. I mean, I do still kind of like the very first one.
Yeah, it's a nice introduction to the series.
Yeah. Haven't gotten back to Greatest Attorney. You really need to get back to Dual Destinies. That's understandable. That's another one I would like to play at some point.
little while after I left, I started to get worried.
Very plain but important to introduce the game's concept. Yeah, basically.
After you shoved the victim, did you leave the scene right away?
You're playing in Japanese release order? Gotcha. Yeah, I'm probably... I wanted to plan on going in, like, a canon order, and then maybe have a Great Ace Attorney near the end. But I don't have the Edgeworth games yet. It's like there's just like 2 of those, right?
Yeah, and they're pretty much sold as a pack now with the latest release. So
Yeah. That's the one I don't have yet. How much is that anyway? So that's like is it just called the Miles Edgeworth Dual? What is it called?
Ace Attorney Investigations.
Investigations Collection, I see.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the and that's like oof, that's like $40. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I don't have that one yet.
40 smackaroos.
Hopefully the upcoming we already did Autumn Sale, right? I think is that over already? So maybe
I know we did Next Fest. I don't know if it was if Autumn Sale went by.
I see. Well, yeah, Autumn Sale might have been during October. Not sure. If nothing else, there's always a winter sale coming up. So I could wait for that.
Just as long as you don't beat this game in a month, you know.
Surely. Investigations 2 had a pretty fun first case, I see.
Ooh, looking forward to that. Then I'm still playing back through the first one since trying to catch back up.
Yeah.
Yes, I did. I admit it. I was furious.
You left without even checking Mr. Swallow's condition?
Well, yeah. But like I said, I got worried about him later. So I went back, but he was just lying there, dead.
At that time, did you see anyone else at the scene of the crime?
Nope. Nobody.
Jeez. Did stupid cough possibly sound any phonier?
In that case, it's very hard to believe someone else could have been the murderer.
Unless we can find something that shows his innocence from that testimony, my dear. I'm afraid the judge will make his final decision with no remorse whatsoever.
Yes, sir. Right now I need more info. That'll help me turn up some contradictions.
Okay, so we're right back at the beginning. Alright, so... what do we need? What can we get? We've already pressed everything, so...
Yeah, you did get that new testimony.
I do have that. Do you have anything to present? Oh, you know what? Hold on. Yeah, I can see it. It was right at... yeah, okay, so he fell on his umbrella, but like... what is it doing right there, then?
What the hell is it doing over there?
Yeah. Hold on top of this cheap umbrella. Yeah, let's present here. Prime photo 1.
Why didn't you testify about the umbrella from the very beginning?
Come on, if I had mentioned that...
I would have been able to counter the prosecution's arguments earlier.
You mean by that?
Take another look at the crime scene photo. According to Mr. Wright, the victim fell on top of his umbrella. However, if you look closely, the umbrella is nowhere near the victim. Actually, it's by the electrical pole.
You're absolutely right.
The conclusion here is obvious. After the defendant left, the victim moved from where he fell. In other words, after he was pushed by the defendant, Mr. Swallow was still alive.
Oh, I think that was eaten.
Okay, well, let's make sure that chat gets the full experience.
Yeah.
No!
There you go, chat.
Order! 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 The victim, he moved? Mr. Payne, the umbrella in this photo, where is it now?
Well, it was collected by the police at the crime scene.
Yeah.
I've been told that my Pain voice sounds like Toad after going through puberty.
Yeah,
And I tried to embody that.
it was great.
Thank you.
I want it presented as evidence immediately.
Thank you for giving Frenchman headpats.
Owned by the victim, found broken near an electrical pole at the crime scene.
But the umbrella could have simply been blown there by the wind.
According to the testimony, the victim fell on top of the umbrella. There's simply no way it could have been blown there by the wind.
I know this matter of the umbrella seems relatively trivial. But as long as the smallest doubt remains, I cannot render final judgment.
Or headpats.
I must say, I still find it hard to believe. A huge hole has been blown in the prosecution's case by the defendant's testimony.
It's all written down.
I can't believe that the rookie killer has been rookie killed.
Well done, Mia.
Mr. Payne, what are you chuckling about?
Pardon me, Your Honor. It seems I was expecting too much of a free ride. It was foolish to think I could establish guilt through cross-examination alone.
I wish. Thanks for the lurk. I hope your stream was fun.
I'm afraid I don't follow what you're saying.
Let me guess. You have another witness.
Exactly. And this witness's testimony will be incontrovertible.
Well, who is this witness?
Miss Dahlia Hawthorne.
Dahlia Hawthorne? You don't mean Dolly?
I do, Your Honor. The defendant's very own lover is a witness to the whole thing. That's right. She was at the scene of the crime when the murder took place.
What?
I'm sorry to break the bad news to you, my dear.
Bad news? You couldn't be more wrong. Actually, I've been waiting for this.
Can't be serious.
Mia, what do you mean by that?
I think this is a good point for us to stop at. Court will now enter a 20-minute recess. Afterwards, we will listen to the testimony of Miss Dahlia Hawthorne.
Back in the lobby.
Miss Faye, I'm sorry about what happened back there.
It's alright. At least you told us the truth in the end, Mr. Wright.
Yeah. So I guess I can start to relax then, huh?
Relax, my boy. You can't be serious. After hiding such important facts.
But the next witness is my dolly, right? She'll save me. I just know she will.
Welcome in, Allie. Hope you're doing well.
Hi, sweetie.
Why do you think that?
Huh? What do you mean? She's the love of my life, that's why.
The love of your life, huh? Would you mind telling me more about you and Miss Dahlia Hawthorne?
Sure, no problem. Dolly and I, we first met about 8 months ago, right here in this very courthouse. Actually, I'm studying to be a lawyer on the side. Anyway, one day she and I just bumped into each other in the reading room downstairs. That's why I really think it was fate that brought us together. As soon as I first set eyes on her, I knew she was the one for me. Oh, here, take a look at this. She gave this to me the day we met as a symbol of our love. She'd been wearing it around her neck that day, but then she took it off, but before she gave it to me, she said, "I want you to carry this."
Well, she gave it to you as a present, I see.
This darling little bottle is filled with memories of my darling little dolly.
Certainly is a little bottle, alright.
It makes me so happy, I show it to everyone I meet. I want to share my happiness with the whole world.
No, he had to do something before he got his badge.
Yeah.
Anyway. So, after that, you and Miss Hawthorne started dating?
Yeah, but she's so shy. Every time I see her, she always says the same thing to me. Please give it back now.
What a strange girl, asking for a present back like that.
By the way, Mr. Wright, the day you first met Dahlia Hawthorne 8 months ago, it wouldn't happen to have been on August 27th, would it?
Huh? Yeah, it was. But how did you...
This happened on August 27th, right here in this courthouse.
What's this? A newspaper clipping? Let's see. Murder in the courthouse? Murder?
What are you reading there? Let me see that. Oh, I see. Mia, I think I understand what you're trying to say. And I think I understand why you suddenly took such a keen interest in this case. You believe there is some connection between these two cases, am I correct?
8 months ago.
I hope you don't mind, Mr. Grossberg. I need to finish this myself.
Yes, but I'm afraid what you have will not be enough, my dear. I'll go and have a look in the downstairs reading room and see what else I can find.
Thank you.
I want to do whatever I can to be of help to you, Mia. Well, it looks like recess is about over. We'd better all get moving.
I guess so. And recess sure seemed longer than 20 minutes, though.
To be continued.
To be continued.
Right now. Because we've only been going for about an hour and a half, so... Right, I
And
think
yet,
we... s-
despite that, we're still gonna make you come back next week, chat.
Somehow. Guess we can save over this, yeah. May as well. Okay. Let's continue. Room number 2. Okay.
Court will now reconvene. Mr. Payne, please call your witness.
This next person is someone who witnessed the crime as it happened. The prosecution calls Miss Dahlia Hawthorne to the stand.
Alright, so... What? To the stiff silence.
In my long career as a judge, I have been deceived by many witnesses. It's my job to doubt, to take no one at their word. But in your case, I must admit that you radiate a glow of complete sincerity.
Can't believe he actually said that.
Nodding witness, could you please state your full name?
Wait, how are we doing this? It's like...
I could take over the judge.
Sure. I'll try to come up with a voice for Dahlia then.
Okay, yeah, just for speak. Yeah, it's definitely very, very soft, gentle.
Right, yeah.
Hey,
Don't worry, sweetie.
Oh wait, you have the judge, right?
Yep.
Don't worry, sweetie, there's no need to be nervous.
If anyone says anything rude, you can be sure I'll cut them right down to size.
And I will bash them with my gavel.
I love how they look straight at me when they say that. Thank you for calming my nerves. You were all so nice. I almost feel right at home.
Not at all.
It was nothing.
If we may move on now, what is your full name and occupation? My name is Dahlia Hawthorne. I'm a junior in literature at Ivy University. I just want to say, it's an honor for me to be here in your noble presence.
The honor is all mine.
No, the honor is all mine.
Oh, you know whose milkshake brings all the boys to the yard? Sir?
Is there something I can help you with?
Just go on and say whatever's on your mind.
I'm sure there must be some kind of mistake. He wouldn't kill anyone. I just know it.
Yes, I can see why you'd say that.
She's going to be a tough witness, alright. Only took her 12 seconds to wrap them all around her little finger.
Yeah, Feeny, we have a nickname now. Well, the other one.
Now then, please proceed with your testimony. Let's hear about what you witnessed on the day of the incident, if you please.
Okay. Let's see.
I had been planning to go back to Feeny's place after class was over. Feeny and Ducky, they were talking behind the building. Then suddenly, Ducky got all wobbly and just collapsed. That's when Feeny noticed that I was there. I went to go and find some other students, and they called the authorities.
I don't know what to say. According to you, Miss Hawthorne, the defendant didn't do anything wrong.
Young lady, as old as I am, even I recall how hot the flames of young passion can burn. Nevertheless, it is my job to discover the truth. Please tell us the truth.
But I would never... That's more than enough, witness. I won't allow this to continue.
What do you mean by that?
Please, just let me proceed with my cross-examination, Your Honor. I, for one, don't plan to win my case on a bunch of paper-thin lies. Haven't changed a bit. Mia Fey.
What's this? So you two are acquainted?
Yes. We've met before. Once.
In any case, Miss Fey, the floor is all yours.
I vaguely remember Boy Meets World. I don't think I've... I don't know if I've seen that. I remember that part.
It's good to see you again, Madam Fey. Madam? I'm no one's grandma yet, girlie.
When you saw her calling Phoenix Feeny, I see. Okay. Back to Feeny's place, the class is over, let's press here.
No, unless I'm mistaken, Mr. Wright, is in the art department. If that's the case, then what were you doing by the pharmacology building? Well, I'm in the literature department. I'm studying Japanese senryu poetry.
Oh, how wonderful. It's that humorous yet satirical style of haiku, yes?
Nothing left to do. When a man reaches this age, sleep is his best friend. It's supposed to be poetry? Sounds more like a midlife crisis.
Fucking get her ass, Mia.
You posted a video on Discord? I see. Right, the Feeny call. Let's see. Feeny! Feeny!
You are not calling a duck.
You're not calling a duck.
Oh, come admit you love the Feeny call. Now I have a feeling we're not going to be together that much longer, so you've got to admit it before it's too late.
Feeny. Thank you, James. It's like 3 minutes. Yeah, I watched it, like a little bit of it. The Feeny call.
For me to get to the art department, I have to walk through that back area.
Ah, yes, I see. That makes sense. When I want to enter the courthouse, I always walk through the front doors.
How else would you enter? Teleportation? Me and Ducky, they were talking behind the building. So, who is this Dougie person? Oh, I'm sorry. Doug Swallow. We were dating until about 8 months ago. So, what were Dougie, Mr. Swallow and Mr. Wright talking about anyway? Can you be so mean? I would never eavesdrop. I wasn't raised to be so rude and unrefined.
That's right, Miss Fey.
Don't drag the witness down to your level.
Why am I being demonized here?
Please, go on. What did you see next?
Suddenly, Ducky got all wobbly and collapsed.
Press here.
Are you saying the victim just collapsed on his own? Yes. In other words, the defendant never touched the victim. Is that right? I was watching the whole time. Feeny never did a thing to Ducky. If I press her for no good reason, just know the judge will get angry with me. What should I do about her testimony just now?
Like... But didn't she say she would never eavesdrop? And then, like, immediately after that, she said she was watching the whole time. So, what's the truth?
She was just watching. She wasn't listening. It's only one sense.
Okay.
Feeble lies are not very becoming, Miss Hawthorne, so let's drop them, shall we? What? I would never...
Miss Fay, I will not allow you to badger this witness. I believe the defense is engaged in a fishing expedition. That is, she has no supporting... Please don't glare at me like that. I'm just doing my job.
Now then, Miss Hawthorne. The defendant's palm print was found on Mr. Swallow's leather jacket. It has already been shown that Mr. Wright did, in fact, push the victim. There's no need to try to cover for the defendant. It'd be much better if you came out and told us the whole truth.
There's nothing to worry about, young lady. Just tell us everything that you saw.
Yes, Your Honor. I will. If you don't mind, I'd like to revise my testimony. Looks like we're finally getting somewhere. Actually, I didn't see the moment he pushed Ducky. You didn't see it? Well, I saw the moment when Ducky fell to the ground.
At that time, there was only the two of them at the scene. The defendant, Phoenix Wright, and the victim, Doug Swallow.
Yes, that's right. It didn't look like they were fighting, and I didn't hear anything unusual either. So then, what did it look like they were doing to you? I thought they were having a nice, friendly afternoon conversation. Give me a break. That's why I really wasn't watching them all that closely.
Did you notice anything out of the ordinary at all?
No, nothing at all, Mr. Judge.
Oh, I like the sound of that. Mr. Judge. Now then, please proceed with your testimony.
I went to go and find some other students, and they called the authorities. When you say students, do you mean students from the pharmacology department? Yes. They're all very fond of their drugs. Please try to stay on topic. So to find some pharmacology students, you went to the labs, correct? That's what I was planning to do, but in the end I wound up not going. A group of about 10 research students came running out of the building entrance. Somehow, they all seemed to know what was going on. Students knew what was going on? Press. How could the students have known what was going on?
Well, you see, they've been conducting some psychic research.
for sure that they knew what happened. It's just, they all seem kind of excited about something. Doesn't look like I'm going to get any more info about the students.
Don't the students call the police?
Yes. I was so panicked.
Yes. Well, anyone would have been, my dear.
Pearl. She's telling a super obvious lie and she knows it. She's just pretending to protect Mr. Wright. She's just pretending to protect Mr. Wright. Yes, that's got to be it. Way to go, Mia. Okay. So I'm going to have to dig deep to find the contradiction on this one.
Alright, so what do we need? What do we have so far? We haven't looked at this yet, have we?
Not in detail, no.
Let's take a look. Very little information is being disclosed at this time, since the victim of yesterday's incident in the district courthouse cafeteria is said to have been a lawyer. Where police are questioning the 19-year-old female college student who was sitting with the victim. Okay. So that's it, okay. The victim was also a lawyer. There's the necklace. Okay, let's see. What do we have here? So, place the classes over. Do courthouses even have cafeterias? Well, I don't know. Apparently this one does.
Maybe it's one of those retro courthouses, like how airplanes used to have fucking second stories.
Yeah. How's it going, Fall-Time Fog? Hope you're doing well. Just needed to hydrate again real quick. Okay. So... what do we have? Because it seems like we need to present something, unless there was a question I needed to go back to. Is there? You have the right to remain silent. You do not have the right to an affordable lunch.
Pretty sure it... I'm pretty sure it is, one that you just would present on.
Okay. You found a place named Legal Grounds Cafe. See the moment you pushed. Okay, so...
And I don't actually know, I think they might, like in the way that hospitals technically have a cafeteria, but...
yeah. Hitting visual push. Okay, so talking behind the building. This feels like the contradiction, but I'm not sure. Because if you were watching the whole time, how did you miss that?
Well, she did, say it as a clarification that she wasn't watching every moment.
I suppose. So then what would the contradiction be from there, then? Didn't hear anything unusual. Are you sure? Are you sure? You sure you didn't hear anything?
Are you sure? Are you sure?
Sure? Let's...
Well,
yeah, let's...
wait,
Is it
hang
not
on.
this?
No, I think it's... I mean, it is that course, but there's a different piece of evidence for it.
Is it the photo?
No, to the right.
Oh. This one?
No, like to the right of the umbrella.
Oh, right. Testimony. Okay. There was a loud sound when this happened. Oh yeah, it does say that. That's right. Okay. Let's present that. Alright. You say you didn't hear anything unusual. Is that correct? Yes, that's why I was very relaxed, looking at the scenery around me. That's nice, but I find that just a little odd. I have here the testimony of your boyfriend, Mr. Phoenix Wright. And he clearly testified to the effect that when he pushed the victim, he heard a sharp, loud noise. He said that? If you were really that close to the two of them, why didn't you hear this noise as well?
Well, maybe the noise just wasn't all that memorable.
But according to Mr. Wright's testimony, it was a sharp noise like a snap. There's no way a noise like that could fail to make an impression. May I have a moment to answer?
By all means.
I know the reason why I didn't hear the noise. You see, the truth is, I had my headphones on, and I was listening to music at the time.
Headphones? You mean that both of your ears were covered?
Rain was just beginning to let up. It seemed as though Thor wasn't ready for his fun to come to an end yet. So the sky continued to flash and rumble. Thunder and lightning, huh? Yes, I'm afraid of the sound of thunder. So I put my headphones on to block it out.
Well, Your Honor, as you can see, there weren't any contradictions in her testimony after all.
Hmm.
Wait a sec, Mia. Testimony just now. She said something that could totally change this whole case.
Alright, so I think we already established there was lightning. Right, so she was listening to music. Yeah, that detail was not there earlier. Right, like okay.
It was not.
Yeah, so maybe we want to focus on that then. Yeah. She was listening to music. That sounds pretty significant.
Does that would that change the case though?
That I'm not sure. Well, so let's think. Let's think for a second. Okay, so I feel like there was lightning. Well, I mean, was this not already established in the previous part of the trial?
It was established that it was raining.
Oh yeah, I guess it did mention. Okay, I see. Yeah, it did mention rain. Didn't mention lightning. I guess I was slightly confused because of the electric. Yeah, the electrical.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, lightning.
Your Honor, there's a problem with the witness's testimony.
What do you mean?
Didn't you notice? She said there was lightning, correct?
Yes, what about it?
Well, lightning is actually a large discharge of electricity in the atmosphere. Am I right?
Now's not the time for a science lesson, Miss Fey.
Yes, Your Honor. Anyway, since the cause of death was electrocution, isn't it possible that the victim died from being hit by a bolt of lightning?
Oh! I must admit that the thought had not occurred to me.
Just what kind of thoughts do occur to this guy anyway?
Damn.
This entire case is built on the premise that Mr. Doug Swallow was murdered. That very premise itself is mistaken. The defense believes that Mr. Swallow was in fact the victim of a stray bolt.
It appears the defense may be onto something. Could it be that the death was actually accidental?
Alright, did it, Mia. I'll be taking that not guilty now if you don't...
I'm hurt that you have such a low opinion of me, Miss Fey.
Huh?
I'm not a fool, you know. The prosecution has done its research, Your Honor. We found that there were no lightning strikes on that day at that location.
What?
What's more, we have evidence that the electrical cable is definitely linked to this case.
Evidence, Mr. Payne? Well, what is this evidence?
This affidavit.
And who is this affidavit from?
The pharmacology students who were conducting experiments in their labs that day. Allow me to read out to the court the testimony of the pharmacology students. All equipment in the labs lost power all of a sudden at around 3 p.m. that day.
Was it a blackout?
All of the lab's equipment runs on high voltage, Your Honor.
So you're saying the equipment lost power because...
Precisely. They lost power because of the severed electrical cable. The power outage occurred at approximately 3 p.m.
Which fits with the time of death listed in the autopsy report.
Exactly. In other words, the victim died as a result of touching the severed electrical cable. According to the students, the cables were very old. They were planning on having them replaced in the near future.
I see.
Apparently the cables had become so brittle that even the smallest bump would have caused them to break.
Our cable broke some sort of impact. Okay.
However, there is one thing that troubles me. If the cable could have been broken by any small bump, then it wouldn't have snapped if it hadn't been bumped into, correct?
Well, I suppose you could say that.
Miss Fey. Do you have any thoughts regarding the cause of the severed cable?
Your Honor. I don't like how this is looking one bit. I have to come up with something to try to regain some momentum. If it pleases the court, the defense would like to state its opinion.
Well then, let's hear it. Who or what was it that caused the cable to break?
Okay, that's a good question. We don't have a... We don't really have a what in evidence, do we?
Not really, no.
So
But
it would have to... It would
That
have
is
to-
only the second option.
Yeah. So it would have to be a who did it then.
Indeed.
So who is it?
Whomst the fuck?
Okay, so... Swallow, it doesn't... Yeah, it doesn't say... There's nothing pointing to Phoenix or Doug. So are we going to claim that Cause like Doug was talking to Phoenix about Dahlia before his death, so is this the direction we're gonna go in?
Well, I mean,
It's like, what would we have if we were to go in that direction? Like, can we prove that?
I mean, we can assume that it wasn't broken prior to when that first meeting took place.
Mhm.
So, during the course of events that we've established, is there any point where you can identify what was the cable breaking?
Well, it was like... It happened, like, right after Phoenix pushed Doug. According to his testimony.
Right.
Let's see. Victim fell on top of his umbrella. There was a loud sound when this happened. Okay. So... So it couldn't have been... Like, how low was this power cable, I guess? Like, it couldn't have been that low because Phoenix didn't even notice it. It's like, even he would have noticed that. Dahlia did mention the students.
Maybe take a look at the crime scene photos to see if you can identify...
Let's see.
any possible causes.
Alright, yeah, let's see. So... Right, so I was thinking maybe the umbrella was involved here somehow. Right, I was thinking that. Okay. 'Cause like, okay. Thinking about it. So he claims it was like a like a cheap plastic umbrella, right? Could it have been strong enough to like I guess if the cables were that brittle, could even this thing have severed the cables somehow?
I mean, probably not. Those... They definitely look like they're pretty high off the ground. It's not enough that would... running into them would be a risk.
So, what else do we have here? Right, this just talks about the time of death. Or it mentions it. Okay, so are we going to accuse someone of breaking this cable then?
Does it have to? Is it really an? It might not be an accusation. Exactly.
But it's like it's a case of like nobody else could have done it.
Right.
Okay. Just by process of elimination. Okay. So just Dahlia has to be behind this somehow. Just because of everything we've been led to believe.
I don't know what on God's green flat earth would make you say that. She's clearly innocent.
Clearly. You know,
But no, it's okay. So it's what she's getting at is that, like, you saw the, if you go back to the crime scene photo, you can see that like there are the poles dotted around with that, and Doug is right next to one.
Yeah, that's true.
So what she's getting at is that Phoenix might have when he pushed Doug, he might have actually pushed him into one of the poles, and that was the shock.
I see. So it's just Phoenix did it, I see. Yeah,
Yeah.
understand. Okay. Yeah, I guess we'll figure out how exactly Dahlia was involved later. So, for now, yeah, Phoenix. Okay. Present. I will hydrate just before that, because I've been doing a lot of voices. And you also have,
Yeah. Like try to avoid dehydrating.
Okay. Let's present here. Your Honor, please think back to Mr. Wright's testimony.
Defendant's testimony?
He said that after he pushed the victim, he heard a loud, sharp noise. Now this happened at around 3 p.m., correct?
Yes, that sounds right. Wait, are you saying that?
Lab equipment lost power at 2:55 p.m., which fits right in Mr. Wright's timeline. In other words, it was Mr. Wright's shove that caused the power outage.
Yes, the prosecution also came to that same conclusion. And it was that very shove that caused Mr. Swallow to be electrocuted.
I'm afraid I can't agree with you there, Mr. Payne.
What's that supposed to mean?
Take a good look at where the victim landed after being shoved. See the umbrella? It's by the electrical pole. That's right. The victim banged into that pole as a result of being pushed. It was that impact that caused the cable to break.
Well, that makes sense. And then the victim was electrocuted.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, but no. It doesn't make sense at all. If the victim was shoved into the far pole, then he could have been electrocuted by the severed cable in the foreground there. Foreground here. In other words, someone other than my client must have electrocuted the victim.
Order in the court.
Ah, lamentations of my enemy. How I've longed to hear them.
It's true. The defense is absolutely correct.
Oh,
There doesn't appear to be any way.
Sorry, it lagged a bit.
no worries.
Mr. Judge, sir? May I say something? Madam Attorney's explanation. She said some things that are a little different than I remember them. What the? Please, just once more. May I please testify one last time? Please, Mr. Judge?
Of course, it's all right. Just go right ahead and give your new testimony.
This is it. She's finally starting to show her true colors.
Is she, though?
Yeah, her true colors of being a very honest, forthcoming. Just she just wants to make sure that the record's set straight.
Right. Before we do that, I'm gonna go ahead and stretch. Because I gotta do that. Been sitting for a bit. Okay. Let me do that. Right, and hold on 1 second. Also, yeah, anyone in chat is free to do so as well. If you need to. Because I know I do. Okay. Oh, shrimp harder. Okay. I mean, I can't recommend it, but I can't stop you either. by all means. Okay. Okay. Twice. Okay.
Times. This is getting out of hand.
Twice.
The truth is, Feeny pushed him twice. First time was into the electrical pole. That's when the cable broke. Then Dougie tried his best to run away from him. But Feeny caught up and crashed into him from behind. Cable snapping and Dougie being electrocuted. It all occurred in less than a minute.
So after being shoved, the victim got up and tried to run away.
And that is when the defendant pushed him for the second time.
I'm so sorry, Feeny. I just have to tell the truth. Am I doing the right thing? Am I, Mr. Judge?
Of course you are, my dear. As painful as it may seem, you are. Now then, Miss Fay, you may proceed with your cross-examination.
Okay. Witnessed, part 2.
The truth is, Feeny pushed him twice.
Miss Hawthorne, previously in your testimony you said the following. Actually, I didn't see the moment he pushed Dougie.
I know. I'm sorry. I wanted to protect Feeny.
So that's why you basically lied to the court?
I was a bad girl, I know. Mr. Judge?
Yes?
Would you please Please forgive little old me. Of course he won't. What you did is called perjury.
Oh, come now. It was just a little old white lie, and perjury doesn't exist. We'll forget it this time, but please be more careful from now on, alright?
Thank you so much, Mr. Judge.
Not at all. Oh.
Judge better be more careful himself. Dark Alley is friendlier than that girl.
Oh, I got an achievement. Beware, Your Honor. That's great.
First time I was into the electrical pole. That's when the cable broke.
That's great.
Yeah.
It's a great achievement.
You're saying you actually saw the victim get pushed into the electrical pole? I know he doesn't look it, but maybe he could be a bit of an imp when he wants to be.
Stop with a little Kai, a prankster.
Yeah. Oh, really? But I never imagined he would cause an electrical cable to break. Maybe he really is scary when he gets mad.
Yes, he sounds like a very dangerous individual indeed.
And Lucky tried his best to run away from him.
I bet he's the sort of person who would try to hire a hitman on me.
It's a little early for that, isn't it?
I know, he sounded like, what was his voice?
It was closer to this.
I believe, yeah.
Yeah.
Not yet, Your Honor.
So, let me get this straight. You were happily listening to music on your headphones while you watched this scene unfold?
Miss Finney, I'll have to ask you to stop badgering the witness.
I wasn't happy. I was so scared that I couldn't even move. All I could do was stand there and cheer them on. Cheer them on? What do you mean by that? Well, I wish the best for them both, and that they would each give the fight their all.
That's very sweet of you to be so supportive.
And what happened after that?
But Feeny caught up and crashed into him from behind. That doesn't sound quite right. There were handprints found on the chest of the victim's leather jacket. Mr. Payne, were there also prints found on the back of his leather jacket?
Well, no, there weren't.
Madam Faye, may I suggest that you listen a little more carefully? I said that he crashed into him from behind, right? My Feeny wouldn't leave any prints behind in that case, would he?
Ugh.
People snapping and Dougie being electrocuted, it all occurred in less than a minute. Did you actually witness the moment the victim was electrocuted? I'm sorry, I didn't actually see it. I turned my eyes away.
Understandable.
Yes, indeed. It would have been a horrific sight for anyone to behold.
I don't figure out the contradiction here. It's all over. She didn't have much time to come up with her lie, so this is my best chance. Must be a hole in her testimony somewhere. Think, Mia. Okay. You pushed him twice. Like... So is it evil... Like... We have here... All occurred in less than a minute. Okay. Are we positive about that, though?
Are we?
I don't think so. Like... Okay, what do we have here? This is... Okay, so... My one disadvantage here is that, I'm not... Like... Being able to read, analog time was never my strong suit, I will admit. So...
So the wristwatch says 3:05.
Okay. So 3:05. 3 p.m. Cause of death was a fatal electric shock. Okay. What kind of cheap watch is this? It only has 12 labeled.
Well, you know, it's a cheap and frail umbrella owning cheap and frail person. Of
The
course,
guy
the
really
wristwatch
is.
is going to be cheap and frail too.
Maybe it's a minimalist design. You only really need to know when the clock strikes 12. Okay, so... Yeah, it all occurred in less than a minute, she says.
Just in a minute.
Right. Some sort of impact at 2:55 p.m. And then yeah, the watch says 3:05. So the question is, which one of these are we supposed to present? Crime photo 2 or the student's testimony? Like, yeah, 3 p.m. Well, maybe it is the student's testimony. Because it does mention the time explicitly. Died at 3 p.m. to a fatal electric shock.
Yeah, like it does, but like 2:55, it specifies 2:55, which lines up with this times. It's the 3:05 that on the wristwatch that kind of like really specifies that something's up with this.
I see. Yeah, that does make sense. Yeah, so we'll go ahead and present crime photo number 2 then. Okay, present. That's enough, witness. I'm afraid I don't understand. You will in a minute. Could you please take a look at this picture? Oh, that medicine. It's the one Feeny likes to take for his cold. It's not the medicine I want you to look at. It's the wristwatch. It stopped at the precise time the victim was electrocuted. Which is how long it took for you to kill him. Or maybe you'll understand in 5 minutes, which is how long it took for you to kill him. It stopped at the precise time the victim was electrocuted. In other words, 3:05 p.m.
Yes, and your point is, Miss Fay?
My point is this. What time was it when the lab suffered that power outage due to the cable snapping?
Well, According to the student's testimony, the answer is clear. It was 2:55 p.m. Yeah!
Would you care to explain to the court, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne, what exactly happened during this 10-minute interval? The defense proposes that it was during this interval that the real murderer killed Mr. Doug Swallow.
Order in the court. What?
This is nonsense. The real murderer?
Even you can't deny that the time between the cable breaking and the electrocution are completely unaccounted for.
Who was it? Who else are you saying could have done it?
There's only one person who could have murdered Mr. Swallow. Only after my client had left the scene was there a window of opportunity for the real killer.
Miss Fay, is the defense ready to indict someone as this real killer?
It's finally time. This is the moment I've been waiting for. Yes, Your Honor. We are ready.
Very well. But remember, if you accuse the wrong person, you will be penalized. Think very carefully before you speak, Miss Fay. Now then, Miss Fay, let's have it. Who is the real killer?
Well, only one other person. Present.
Grossberg.
Present. It could only have been you, Dahlia Hawthorne. How?
The defense is grasping at straws.
10 minutes passed between the time the cable broke and the time of the electrocution. What exactly were you doing that whole time, Miss Hawthorne? Were you really listening to some music while cheering them both on as they fought? I find it hard to believe that you didn't lift a finger to stop the men dearest to you.
Order! Order! Miss Fay! What? I mean, why? That is to say...
Miss Hawthorne, I believe you did witness the two men fighting on that day. However, after Mr. Wright pushed the victim and subsequently left the scene, it was you who pushed Mr. Swallow to his death by your very own hands. Can you say something so mean, Madam Fay? I didn't do anything.
Miss Fay, this is a very serious...
Your Honor, please, I have something I want to say.
You! What is it?
Please strike everything the defense said just now from the record.
Are you daft?
You're totally wrong, Miss Fay. Dolly, she couldn't do something like that.
Mr. Wright, get back in your seat. Bailiff, grab that man!
Leave my Dolly alone!
Oh, is this who I think it is?
I think so.
Oh, I see. Okay. That boy.
He's gotten Yep. He's gotten himself in way over his head. Don't worry, my hemorrhoids are fine.
Oh, Mr. Grossberg, you're back.
It seems I've arrived just in the nick of time. I found the police report on that incident in your newspaper clipping.
Incident 8 months ago.
Thank you so much. This is exactly what I was hoping for.
You'd better take a good look at it. It, details how you came to lose your boyfriend. Now then, the defense has made a very serious accusation. Mr. Payne, what do you have to say about this?
Well, really, Your Honor, that is,
May I interrupt you for just a moment, Mr. Prosecutor?
don't you worry, my dear. I have the situation well in hand. That is, I am... Go right ahead.
Madam Faye, are you seriously accusing me of killing my sweet ducky? Yes, I am. Not only am I saying you murdered Doug Swallow, but you also tried to pin the whole thing on your current lover, Phoenix Wright.
I told you that you should let me handle this. Sorry, but please go ahead.
Can you say that? Absolutely devoted to my dear Feeny. Notion that I would try to frame him is ludicrous. This is all just too much for poor little me to bear.
I believe the girl is trying to ask what on earth her motive.
The answer to that lies somewhere in this police report. It must. "8 months ago, an incident occurred in the basement cafeteria of this building. Then, that same day, two of them accidentally meet. Your Honor, the defense requests further testimony from Miss Talia Hawthorne.
Further testimony? What about?
About the events of the day when she first met the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
What could that possibly have to do with this case?
The witness claims that she has no reason to frame the defendant. Am I correct? Well, I have evidence that suggests that she, in fact, had a very good reason.
Very well then. The court grants the defense's request. Young lady, would you mind staying on for just a bit longer?
Of course not, Mr. Judge. Get ready for the battle of your life, Dahlia Hawthorne. Okay. I met my Beanie. I first met my darling Feeny 8 months ago. It's like we were destined to meet in this very courthouse's basement reading room. It's very, very good music.
Yeah.
The moment her eyes met. Nuh-uh. Welcome to the stream, hope you're doing well. The moment our eyes met, my heart skipped a beat. We've been going out ever since that fateful day.
We're so lovey-wovey, we literally make people sick. It's just jealousy, I think.
Phoenix, no, you have COVID.
Mr. Wright, do that again and you will be held in contempt of court.
Now we enter the final act of our little drama.
As we used to say in the days of my youth, go get her.
2020 again. We never left. Let's press here. So until that time, you had been dating Doug Swallow? Yes, I'm a real fool, I know. Letting my emotions change so quickly, I'm ashamed of myself.
No, not at all.
Grossberg is unfazed. Yeah. I mean...
Yeah. We knew that all along. he and Red White were lovers after all.
Yeah.
Look at me, I'm infamous for changing my mind. My critics have even taken to calling me Judge Fickle. Oh, oh, oh.
I mean, it's topical, right? It's topical.
Yeah.
Prosecuting.
Maybe you should look for a different line of work.
Despite that, however, he always hands down the correct verdict. Except for when he doesn't, but... That's why some people also call him the Great Judgini.
Genie.
I
Should
think he's
the-
making that up.
Spreading the a little misinformation. Barry Courthouse's basement reading room.
Courthouse a reading room? That's a strange place to meet the love of your life. It's not true, Madam Faye. After all, Feeny was not only an art student, but he was also planning on becoming a lawyer. I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about you, Miss Hawthorne. What was a literature student like you doing in a courthouse reading room?
This line of questioning is a waste of time. It has nothing to do with our murder case.
Miss Faye, I'm warning you. If this has nothing to do with Mr. Swallow's case...
Have to remember the judge is on Dahlia's side. Better tread carefully.
We'll press.
Press.
Your Honor, if you allow me some latitude, I think I can establish relevance. Please ask her to continue on with her testimony.
Very well. Young lady, I've got a simple question for you. What were you doing downstairs in the courthouse reading room?
Yeah, it's a fun case. Don't know. Asking what a literature student was doing in a reading room. Yeah.
If it pleases Your Honor, the answer is simply this. I had come to this courthouse to do some research for a paper I was writing.
You were writing a paper?
On what? On the relationship between modern Senbia poetry and the criminal underworld.
Oh, that sounds like a fascinating research idea.
Am I getting old? I've even forgotten what I've forgotten.
Your Honor, she's clearly capping. Said reading, yeah, a courthouse, not a library.
Again with the midlife crisis stuff?
Mia, why did that girl really come to this courthouse? Isn't that what you wanted to know? And speaking of forgetting things, you haven't forgotten the police report, have you? I went through a lot of trouble to get it, my dear, so be sure to read it carefully.
May as well read it now, right? Let's take a look.
Yeah.
Alright.
So, slight trivia. With Dahlia repeatedly calling her Madam Faye, in the original Japanese, she's calling her Oba-san, which is literally would be like auntie, but is basically like any kind of honorific or term that can be used to address a middle-aged woman. So it's more or less equivalent, but kind of more natural.
Oba-san. Oba and Oji, yeah.
Oh yeah, no, just the one A. It's not extended.
Yeah,
Oba-san would be grandmother.
yeah.
Yeah.
Basically. Let's see. Diego Armando. Okay. District Courthouse Cafeteria, August 27th, 4 p.m. Diego Armando, age 20. Okay, so that's a new person.
It
Well,
is.
Armando ingested poison while interviewing the suspect regarding another case. Traces of poison found in the victim's coffee cup. No poison was found in the vicinity or on the suspect's person. It is unclear how the poison entered the victim's coffee cup. Okay. Yep, yeah, I see where this is going.
Yes.
We will... Let's see where this goes. Okay. I'm sure we'll get to that point later. For now, let's keep pressing. So what was it about Mr. Wright that made your heart malfunction like that? In my personal opinion, he just looks like a typical snotty-nosed college brat. Perhaps to a woman your age, to me, Feeny is handsome. But follows are anonymous in case you wish to follow and lurk, but thank you. Thank you. Perhaps to you, Miss Hawthorne, but to the rest of the planet, he's a dime a dozen.
Sort of person who would never be interesting enough to be the protagonist of anything.
Love is a mysterious thing, and I object to this line of questioning. If you were to look at my wife, for example, you might all be shocked.
He's telling the truth. It was truly, truly shocking.
Beautiful mushroom, grown tall in the darkness. It comes from cow dung. That's the poem that best describes how I feel about my Feeny. Going on ever since that fateful day. This year. Were there any bad feelings between you and Mr. Swallow? No, not at all. We parted on very good terms. But that can't be!
Our investigation also shows that it was a clean breakup.
Are you sure?
Yes, it seems that they both wanted it that way.
So the victim wanted to break up with her? So you're saying that Mr. Swallow also wanted to break up with you? Oh, I see.
What a cruel thing to ask a lovely young lady like this! By the way, I have never once considered leaving my wife.
No one cares.
Might be a little... Mike is a little...
No one cares, Mr. Day.
That's a little better. She didn't deny it. That must mean... Doug Swallow must have seen through her little act. He must have gotten a glimpse of her true nature.
Listen to me, Mia. That woman has the judge in the palm of her hand, you see. So the only way to discredit her is to find a contradiction in her testimony.
Okay. So... 8 months ago... Okay. So, I just want to make sure that that checks out, the 8 months ago. Oh, yeah, okay. That does line up. Is very okay. Come to this courthouse to do some research for a paper you were writing. Okay. Going out ever since. Okay. So, I feel like this statement here is where the contradiction lies.
Yeah, it is the one that was added, so
Yeah.
definitely likely.
Yeah. So, 8 months ago... Yeah, so... Guess we just go ahead and pull the trigger on this now, I think. Police report. It's like... I don't really see anything else we could present here right now. Yeah. Yeah, let's go ahead and present this. Okay. Miss Hawthorne, you weren't here because of your research paper, were you? Didn't you actually come here for a much more important reason?
What's the smile on your face, Miss Faye?
Discord ate that one, it looks like.
Dang.
Yeah, no worries.
Okay. Just turn off noise suppression entirely.
Yeah, I feel like that was getting in the way a bit. Sound is an eternal struggle. Volume.
Real.
Discord doesn't like pain very much. Yeah. Not a fan.
Which is super weird.
Yeah, I know. Why would that be?
Yeah.
8 months ago, right here in this very courthouse, there was another tragedy.
Another tragedy?
Do you mean the incident in which an attorney was poisoned?
The name of the suspect in that incident is listed here in this report. That name is Dahlia Hawthorne.
What?
Dahlia Hawthorne?
Yes, the sweetie pie of everyone's eye, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. She was the prime suspect in a criminal case just 8 months ago.
Talia really thinks she get away with lying to the woman whose boyfriend she is suspected of killing.
I mean, she has so far.
Yeah.
Order! 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 This is unbelievable! It's true then. The loveliest rose can hide the cruelest thorn.
Miss Faye, that's not fair! You can't slander my witness with an unrelated case! I, Winston Payne, will not...
Mr. Prosecutor, I believe I was speaking.
Pardon me, go right ahead.
It's true that about 8 months ago, police expressed some interest in me.
Expressed some interest, huh?
Mr. Judge, sir, I know I'm under oath, so I'll tell you the absolute truth. I did not commit the crime that occurred during that incident 8 months ago.
I see.
That is... Nope.
Okay, I've tied the two crimes together. Now I've just got to stay on the offensive.
I've connected the dots.
You haven't connected shit!
I've connected them.
Well done, Mia. Ooh, you've really lit a fire in my heart and my buttocks. I can hardly tell which is more inflamed, my spirit or my hemorrhoids.
The poisoning. Okay, here we go. Mr. Grossberg. Marvin.
You don't need to talk about those.
I assure you I do. It's dangerous to let anything related to them build up.
I met the lawyer who was poisoned to discuss something in the cafeteria that day. I left my seat for just a moment, and that's when it happened. What I heard, it was a liquid poison that is lethal at just 2 teaspoons. Not only that, I heard it was a very special kind of poison. So you see, I'm innocent. I wouldn't even know where to get a poison like that.
Hmm. So that's what happened here 8 months ago.
However, as you've heard from the witness's testimony, she had nothing to do with it. I think the defense is just about out of tricks.
Yeah, we've established that the rose is thorns. Just need to prove it.
I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Payne. I'm afraid the defense has many more tricks up its sleeve today. And I'll be sure to show them to you before the end of his cross-examination.
What why does the defense suddenly feel stronger?
Mia, you're glowing with a true lawyer's aura, my dear. That proud posture and self-confidence, absolutely smashing.
Okay. Let's press here and see what we get. There's poisoned. Let's press here.
What were you talking about with the defense attorney?
Well,
I'm sorry, but that's confidential.
According to the report, you were being interviewed regarding another case.
The lawyer that was killed. He said he wanted to talk about an incident I was caught up in when I was younger. Why don't you tell us all what that incident was?
that has absolutely nothing at all to do with this case.
Objection sustained. The defense's question is stricken from the record.
You get involved in a lot of incidents, don't you, Miss Hawthorne? Well, I guess I was just born under a bad sign.
Gemini.
Don't worry, Dolly. I'll protect you.
You heard the man. Now that is true love, young lady.
Oh, Phoebe, please.
Those two really are making me ill.
Yet for decidedly different reasons.
You left your seat. Did you know?
How long were you gone? I've already answered all these questions for the police. But if you must know, maybe 10 or 20 minutes? And where were you during that stretch of time? Using the toilet?
What are you saying, Miss Faye? Toilet? My perfect little Dolly doesn't poop?
Okay.
You heard the defendant, Miss Faye. Better luck next time. This court has ruled that Dahlia Hawthorne does not poop.
Okay.
Phoebe, please.
The police have already looked into this whole matter. This line of questioning is nothing but a waste of the court's time.
Objection sustained. Miss Hawthorne, please continue with your testimony.
What I heard is a liquid poison that is lethal in just 2 teaspoons.
Throw Feeny into the circus where he belongs. Oh, don't worry. It'll happen soon. It'll happen eventually.
Do you think that Phoenix learned that women poop sometime before the first case of the first game, or...
What a felon. God. You... Let's press it. Press here. How do you know? Like, how do you know that? That's what I want to know. One of the first things we did on meetings.
About how much liquid is 2 teaspoons?
Well, let me see. My bottle of eye drops says it's half a fluid ounce, which is equal to 3 teaspoons.
So it's about 2/3 of that amount, huh? Poison was found in the lawyer's mug of coffee. Must have been after I left the table. So I must have quietly slipped it in there. Not only that, I heard it was a very special kind of poison. A special kind of poison? How so? Well, I heard that it's almost impossible to detect.
Oh? And where would something like that come from?
Sorry. All I know is what I overheard the policeman saying. He said something about using advanced chemical processes to purify it.
Chemical processes? Well, that's quite... impressive. Most impressive.
Better question is, how did the criminal get something like that?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Where the hell did you get that?
So you see, I'm innocent. I wouldn't even know where to get a poison like that. And that's the reason they didn't arrest you? Because no one could show how you could have gotten the poison? I think that's a good enough reason, Madam Faye.
She's right, and I think we've all had enough of Miss Faye's questions.
So in essence, the main reason Miss Hawthorne was never arrested for this crime was because no one could show how she could have obtained the poison.
All we have to do is find a way to establish how she could have gotten some, right? Great. Just how did a lit student get a hold of poison of all things?
Okay, so let's see here. Alright, so... I have a feeling where the where it is, like, what the poison was in. But, like, where did she get it?
Where's indeed?
Let's see. No poison found in the vicinity or on the suspect's person. It is unclear how the poison entered the victim's coffee cup. Actually, yeah, was Dahlia wearing the necklace in that picture of her and Phoenix?
No. Phoenix said that she had been wearing it, but then gave it to him.
Okay. Unclear how the poison entered the victim's coffee cup. Okay.
Personally, I think that it was poured in.
Oh. Let's see. We do have profiles. It doesn't really tell us anything though. Although pharmacology.
Yep.
Poison lethal at just 2 teaspoons. Okay, let's see. Are you sure? Are you absolutely sure about that? Yeah. Wouldn't know where to get a poison like that. Unless. You wouldn't know how to get that kind of poison? I don't believe you.
What?
In fact, you had easy access to that kind of poison, didn't you? At your boyfriend's lab.
Boyfriend? You mean the victim, Doug Swallow?
That's right. Up until 8 months ago, Miss Hawthorne was dating Mr. Swallow. And if you'll recall, Mr. Swallow was a pharmacology student at Ivy University.
Pharmacology?
His laboratory contained highly advanced chemistry equipment. In fact, without such equipment, the culprit could never have obtained such a rare and special poison. Well, Miss Hawthorne, it seems he had access to such a poison after all. And then, it was a matter of slipping it into the victim's coffee when he wasn't looking. The only person who could have done that was the one sitting at this very table, You!
No! No!
Yeah. Reason she
Order!
left.
Order! Order! Could it be?
That's nothing but a baseless
May I say something, Madam Faye?
What is it, Miss Hawthorne?
The amount of poison in the coffee was 2 teaspoons, correct? To carry that much liquid, you would need some kind of container.
Well, yes, that's true.
I was searched immediately after the incident took place.
Quite true. In fact, the entire courthouse was turned upside down.
They didn't find a suspicious container anywhere, did they? She's right.
Is she, though? Is she right?
She's right. They even mentioned that in the report. Well, you could have easily gotten rid of something that small. Excuse me, madam, but this is a court of law. You're saying I threw the poison container away. I think you need to show some kind of proof. Proof? She got me good with that.
Provide some evidence or I'll have to disallow this line of questioning, Miss Faye.
Just pretend I'm zooming into my model. I am looking directly at the camera. I am looking directly at the camera right now.
Unless we can come up with some evidence, we're going to lose this lead.
The entire courthouse was turned upside down and Phoenix wasn't arrested immediately. Yeah, wasn't he? He was showing the container to everybody too.
You know, I mean, he went outside to show the new necklace to his to people outside the courthouse, people who matter, not these fucking lawyer dorks.
Police conducted a full-body search of Dahlia and of the entire courthouse. Yet the container holding the poison disappeared right after the crime occurred.
If you're going to accuse the young lady of committing the murder, then where is the container the poison was carried in? What happened to it?
And there you go.
Viola.
Viola.
You were forced to get rid of the container in a hurry, weren't you? That's why you passed it on to someone that had nothing to do with the case. Someone that you knew wouldn't be searched.
Who is this person?
Mr. Phoenix Wright, of course.
So the defendant was this witness's accomplice?
Of course not. She gave the poison to him disguised as a present. But that's...
That's a charming little necklace. Is this a little bottle? It's really quite cute. So what about it? What does it mean, Miss Faye?
The day that the witness met and fell for Mr. Phoenix Wright was 8 months ago. August 27th. The very same day as the poisoning incident. Under the pretense of love, the witness gave my client a present. All for the purpose of hiding the one piece of evidence that would give her away.
What? Are you saying there's a deadly poison in here?
No, there's no longer any poison in that bottle. However, I'm certain if the crime lab were to analyze it, they would find a trace amount.
Oh. 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 Here we go. Here we go.
Order in the court! Um,
On behalf of Dolly, I object.
Mr. Wright, control yourself!
I won't let you bully her like this.
Mr. Wright, I thought I told you to stay in your seat. This will be the last time you shout like that in a court of law.
The last time.
Mr. Wright, why? Why are you going through so much trouble to protect her?
Why? Because I'm madly in love with her.
Madly in love. I haven't heard anyone say that in a long time.
Mr. Wright, ever thought about this? Why exactly would a woman like Dahlia Hawthorne want to date you anyway?
A boring, stupid asshole like you.
Well, I guess she must be madly in love with me too.
Mr. Wright, please! Open your eyes. At this point in the trial, I think it should be obvious to everyone. The real reason that Dahlia Hawthorne is dating you is
To keep you quiet. Yep.
naturally, it's to keep you quiet.
What? To keep me quiet? Keep me quiet about what?
Well,
It seems that the rest of us don't quite understand you, Miss Fay. Nor do we understand what this vital secret that Miss Hawthorne holds is.
That's because there is no secret, I tell you.
how dense can you be?
Miss Fay, please think it over and try again.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so it's because of that necklace. I mean, the implication, like, the implication would be to keep him quiet about it, right? In a sense, but you know, necklace.
Well, she's certainly keeping him quiet, for sure.
Madly in love with Phoenix, surely.
Yeah.
Dahlia Hawthorne was not and is not madly in love with you. The only thing she's after is that bottle necklace you love to wear around your neck.
My necklace?
Back there in the waiting room, you said it yourself.
Yeah, but she's so shy. Every time I see her, she always says the same thing to me. Please give it back now.
If keeping him quiet was the goal, she failed pretty badly.
Yeah,
What a strange girl asking for a present back like that.
for Dahlia Hawthorne, that necklace is irrefutable evidence of her crime. That's why she absolutely had to get it back.
You're lying.
But you never gave it back to her. And to make things worse for her, you insisted on showing it to everyone you met. That's why she...
I don't believe you. No! That's a lie!
Oh. Okay. Oh,
Mia, are you alright? Well,
Yeah.
hurry, after him!
Okay.
Mia, are you alright?
Yes, I think so.
That boy, he went completely insane.
Where's Mr. Wright?
He's in the ceiling, Mia. It looks like the bailiff caught him, so he should be back soon enough.
Thank goodness. No, no!
What is it?
The bottle necklace! Miss Hawthorne's present! gone.
What? That's terrible.
Mr. Wright must have grabbed it when he slammed into me.
Foolish boy. That's the only thing that could have saved him. What in blazes are we supposed to do now?
Mr. Wright, this sort of behavior is unprecedented in the history of this court.
I'm sorry.
I'm afraid that your apology is not enough.
Mr. Wright, what did you do with the bottle necklace?
Forgive me. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Just give back the necklace.
I ate it.
What?
You ate it?
Eat it.
It was too big to swallow, so I had to chew it into little bits first, but yeah.
What the?
What is he doing now?
Your Honor, you've got to stop the trial. Mr. Wright, Mr. Wright, are you feeling okay? Does your stomach hurt? The bottle you swallowed may have had some poison left in it.
It seems the defendant has proven the prosecution's case for us. Clearly that bottle did not contain a deadly poison.
How can you be so sure?
I think that's obvious. As you can see, the defendant is still very much alive. As for the poison, more like a fledgling defense attorney's overactive imagination.
So it would seem.
No, there must be some mistake. The bottle must not have had any poison left in it. Either that or the poison must have lost its potency.
There. It's all right, rookie. Trusting your client is the most noble thing a defense attorney can do. And it's heartwarming to see that you placed this much faith in Mr. Wright. But that's how it is for us on the prosecution side, too. For example, I would trust the witness, Miss Hawthorne, with my very life. Which is why I can state that your assessment of her is completely wrong.
That's enough. Unfortunately, Miss Fay, I cannot accept your explanation of the events.
But why?
This may be impossible for a beginner like you to understand. But in a court of law, evidence is everything.
Even after I prove so much, is she going to get away with everything?
Don't worry, Benjamin. It's going to be okay.
It's gonna be okay. Don't worry.
Well, now that the suspicion surrounding Miss Hawthorne has been cleared up, I would like to proceed with the trial.
Oh,
Mr. Wright,
I'm sorry, Miss Fay. Totally slipped my mind. I'm really, really sorry. I know you believed in me, and I feel like I really let you down.
Mr. Wright, what are you trying to say?
There's something I forgot to tell you.
What is it?
That day, the day I met Doug Swallow,
That girl, you shouldn't see her anymore.
Hey, it's none of your business.
I'm telling you for your sake. If you continue to see her, it's going to be bad news.
You're lying.
Just listen to me. There's something you need to know about that girl. Last night, someone stole some poison from our lab.
Poison?
The same thing happened 8 months ago. A drug sample was stolen. She came to the lab that time, too. It could only have been her. That girl is a thief.
Stop it! Don't talk about her like that!
Is it true? Did he really say that?
That's ridiculous!
There's one more thing. After I pushed him that day, I got worried and came back to have a look. She was there. Dolly was right there. She was crouched down next to him.
What?
She told me not to ever tell anyone about it, but... I'm sorry, Dolly.
Your Honor, this is... The defendant is...
Miss Faye, you tell them. Dolly didn't do it. She's innocent.
So Dahlia stole poison 8 months ago too, huh? Put that together with Mr. Wright's testimony, and there's only one possible conclusion. The defense believes that Miss Dahlia Hawthorne stole some poison the night before she killed Doug Swallow.
The night before.
Naturally, her motive for stealing it was to kill someone.
Miss Faye,
If you're so certain of your theory, then let me ask you this.
Yeah, this is your last chance. Think carefully now. There's something that she desperately wanted to get back. Therefore,
Exactly who was Miss Dahlia Hawthorne planning to kill?
Right, so... I mean, did we... Yeah. We didn't say it explicitly yet, right?
Say what explicitly?
Who she was planning to kill. Like, we didn't say it was Doug yet.
No, we didn't.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, we know it was Doug, but we didn't say that yet. So yeah, let's go ahead and present.
Wait a minute, Mia. Why would she want to kill Doug Swallow?
because Doug Swallow had figured out what kind of a person she was. And so,
No. Well, that may be true, but Miss Hawthorne had no way of knowing that. From her point of view, who was it that was really in her way? That is the question you have to ask yourself.
Miss Faye, I'm beginning to run out of patience with you. What is your answer?
yes, Your Honor. Can't mess up again.
Okay.
If you're so certain of your theory, then let me ask you this.
Special dialogue for the wrong answer, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So it was Phoenix. Yeah. Phoenix. All comes back to him. Yeah, we were on the right track.
I guess, yeah, sometimes when it's like sometimes when it's sort of like a gut reaction to answer something, and then you kind of like the sort of answer that you might give without even before that, then they kind of nudge you in the right direction.
Yeah. This is case 1. The game isn't ruthless yet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And this game gets ruthless.
yeah.
Yeah, the first couple games I could mostly get away with not saving and loading that much, except for case like the case 3 and the final case of game 2. Yeah. I'm expecting this to be the game where I'll be doing that a lot more often.
Oh, the gloves are off in this game.
Alright. I'll be prepared for it. Maybe. There was one person that was standing squarely in Miss Dahlia Hawthorne's way. That person was Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Me?
That's preposterous! After all, it was Doug Swallow that was murdered!
Well, it's true that's how things worked out. But let's remember that Mr. Swallow died of electrocution, not poison. The person Miss Hawthorne was planning to poison was, in fact, you, Phoenix Wright. There's no one else that it could be.
But how can that be? I thought Mr. Wright and Miss Hawthorne were in love.
Or Mr. Wright is must be killing him. Hang in there. I'll bring her to justice. I swear it. As I said before, the only thing Miss Hawthorne truly cared about was one piece of evidence linking her to that incident 8 months ago. That's right. The bottle necklace. That's all she cared about.
But even so, why would she go so far as to murder him?
8 months ago, just after the fall of that attorney in the basement cafeteria, Dahlia Hawthorne could think of only one thing. How to get rid of the bottle necklace as quickly as possible. No, she just loves killing so much.
No, it can't be.
It was a pretty good move she made, too. The evidence was missing for a long time. But there was just one big problem. Her foot. Though she got him to hide the evidence, Mr. Wright refused to return it to her. To him, the tiny little bottle was a cherished treasure. He even showed it to everyone he met.
You mean... that's why she tried to kill Mr. Wright?
Correct, Your Honor. It was to retrieve that piece of evidence.
That can't be true!
Beanie, what a joke you are. Honestly, how can any woman ever count on you for anything? I even told you time and time again to keep your trap shut about me and that necklace. You disgust me.
Miss Hawthorne?
It appears that we're nearing the end of this trial. Fine. I can tell you plan on making me into a criminal no matter what I say. You are a criminal, Miss Hawthorne. We'll see about that. But first, where's your evidence? It seems your sniveling little crybaby of a client has eaten the bottle as a snack. Hey, old man, are you senile or something? Why don't you say something instead of sitting there with that dumb look on your face?
Miss Hawthorne, what's happened to you?
You really that shocked? Or do you prefer me this way, Mr. Judge? Absolutely no proof. Treat a voluntary witness like she's a mass murderer. Well, I have nothing more to say. I'll be heading home now, if you don't mind.
But we're not finished.
Fine. and ask this nasty old hag to finish up already. Can't let her get away this time.
Yeah, the character themes are good, yeah.
Yeah.
Stop, Mia. If you keep on pushing without any evidence, you could pay the ultimate price as a lawyer.
As soon as you say that, the song ends. Yeah.
Yep.
The ultimate price?
You'd be forced to take off your attorney's badge forever, I'm afraid.
No! You'd better think it over carefully, Miss Fay. Or should I say, Miss Gray?
Fucking roasted her ass. Damn.
Well, Miss Fay, can you provide evidence that would establish her guilt once and for all?
If I mess up here, my career as a lawyer is over. To be honest, at this point, I don't have any evidence that's well-founded. And so, I'd rather lose my attorney's badge and let her get away with murder. Your Honor, the defense would like to present proof.
Impossible! You can't possibly!
Yeah, she changed the title, she called Faye, yeah.
Stupid woman.
It is the opinion of the court that there has already been enough discussion. Therefore, I will allow only one piece of evidence to be presented.
Just one?
If you are unable to establish her guilt, then I'm afraid that a very harsh verdict will immediately be handed down on Mr. Wright.
I understand, Your Honor. Just imagine the headlines of tomorrow's newspaper. Up-and-coming lawyer plummets to earth before she gets the chance to soar. She was planning to poison Mr. Wright. That's the case, and the poison is probably in there.
Well then, Miss Fay, please present your evidence. Show to this court irrefutable proof that Miss Hawthorne was planning to poison Mr. Wright.
Okay. So what do we have? What do we have?
What do we have?
You know what? Hold on. It's gotta be this then, right? Well, is it? Does this prove anything?
I believe you said that Dolly got that for him.
That's true, yeah. Alright. So... yeah, I should probably stretch again, actually. It's been a bit. Okay. Yeah, I'll stretch. I think I have... do I have a little bit? Yeah. I guess I can finish my water. I don't have very much of it left.
Hopefully there won't be any need to get more.
Hopefully. As he's playing Deltarune Chapter 3, let's go.
Hell yeah.
I hope she is having a TV time. Alright, so... guess we go ahead and present the Cold Killer X, because nothing else really points to it.
Seen another goddamn thing.
Yep. Okay.
Here it is, Your Honor. The evidence that will prove her guilt once and for all.
Cold Killer X. Phoenix Wright's beloved cold medicine.
Does our rookie defense attorney have a bit of a cold?
If I did, I still wouldn't take this cold medicine. After all, it's been poisoned.
What?
Remember what the defendant said in his testimony.
But I lost my bottle of it around lunchtime on the day of the accident. I always eat with Dolly. Just the two of us.
Yeah, I'll throw an emote in here too. I've got one I can use. Actually, do I?
Oh yeah.
Yes, I do. There you go.
She was the one who took his bottle of Cold Killer X. Then she poisoned it, knowing that Mr. Wright was going to take some.
Now you're really grasping at straws. After all, it was the victim, Doug Swallow, that was holding the medicine.
I would like the court to recall the crime that happened here 8 months ago. Where did Miss Hawthorne hide the evidence?
Oh, what are you talking about?
8 months ago, the poison was hidden in her bottle necklace, which she then gave to someone else for safekeeping. Someone she had accidentally run into in the reading room. My client, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Yes, that's right. She did the same thing this time as well. After shoving the victim, Mr. Phoenix Wright left the scene of the crime. That is when the murderer, Dahlia Hawthorne, appeared. With her, she was carrying the poison bottle of Cold Killer X. This, of course, so she could carry out her plan to murder Mr. Wright.
I believe she did testify that she was going to meet with the defendant.
Yes. She heard and saw everything that happened at the scene of the crime, including what the defendant and victim were arguing about, and the cut electrical cable. That's when she realized, I can't allow Doug Swallow to live. She used the severed electrical cable to silence him forever. Fortunately for her, this is when the problem occurred. Mr. Wright, who she thought had left the scene, came back to check on the victim. And on top of that, because of the power outage, some students showed up as well. It's hardly any wonder that she was, as she put it, in a state of panic. Recall that she was carrying that bottle of poisoned cold medicine. She must have thought, what if they searched me like they did 8 months ago?
8 months ago?
Yes, she disposed of the evidence exactly the same way as she did back then. She had someone else hold it. In this case, Doug Swallow. Oh, come on now, everyone. Surely you aren't fooled, are you? This stupid woman. She's nothing but a filthy, stinking liar. Right, Mr. Prosecutor?
Yes, that's exactly right. It's just pure desperation.
I wonder which one of us is the desperate one. So, Miss Hawthorne. This cold medicine. I wonder if you wouldn't mind taking some. Well, Mr. Wright ate that necklace of yours, right? Now it's your turn to prove your innocence. What do you say? If I'm just a filthy, stinking liar, then there's no need to worry. So come on, show us! I dare you to take some of this medicine right now.
Mia Fey! Mia Fey! Do you think you've won? Well, do you, Mia Fey? That's just fine. For the time being, victory is yours.
For the time being. Well, I have a very long memory, you know. You and I will meet again. I'm certain of it. Well then, Mr. Judge. I'll see you later too, okay?
Oh, why, yes.
I'm going to go spend a little quality time with the men in blue now. Wish you all the best.
Okay. Right. Do I have... Do I have a... I do have it. Let's see. There we go. There's my emote. I'm like, okay. Okay.
It's finally all over.
Is it?
I refuse to accept this! The defense hasn't shown a scrap of evidence to support their outrageous claim!
But even so, your witness seems to have accepted it.
I don't care! I'm Winston Payne! And I don't believe one word that this rookie lawyer has said!
Well then, Mr. Payne, let me ask you this.
Yes!
Would you care to try this cold medicine?
What?
Just a little earlier, I could have sworn you said...
There. It's alright, rookie. For example, I would trust the witness, Miss Hawthorne, with my very life.
Crime Labs can't analyze a medicine. Yeah.
So if she's so trustworthy, then I'm sure there couldn't possibly be any poison in here. Right?
Well, you see, yes.
And here comes the backpedal. Come on now, rookie killer. Show this rookie how it's done. How much trust do you really have for this woman? Are you willing to bet your life?
My hair! It's flying off! My beautiful hair! No!
Conned him so hard she balded.
Mr. Payne, about Miss Dahlia Hawthorne.
Yes, Your Honor. File papers for her immediate arrest.
Tragic, but not surprising. I knew there was something suspicious about her from the very beginning.
Don't lie. Just admit you were wrong.
By the way, Miss Fey,
Yes, Your Honor?
was it just me, or did you and Miss Dahlia Hawthorne seem to know each other?
Your Honor, whether we did or not has no bearing on this case.
Very well. Mr. Payne.
This can't be happening. It's a nightmare. It's like losing to my daughter.
It appears Mr. Payne has lost his spirit along with his hair. Does the defendant have anything further to say?
It
can't be true. My dear Dolly.
Very well then. I believe I am ready to pass judgment and bring this trial to an end. The court finds the defendant, Phoenix Wright. This court is adjourned.
He did it.
Yay.
Mia, you were wonderful in there.
Thank you for everything, Mr. Grossberg.
During the verdict, I thought my hemorrhoids were going to explode like Mount Vesuvius.
Mr. Grossberg, do you, maybe think you could stop talking about them?
Not possible, my dear.
That's rather rude. Anyway, this case really made me think. What does it really mean to have a relationship of mutual trust with the client? Perhaps it is we veteran lawyers who have lost sight of this.
Oh, Mr. Wright, congratulations!
Thanks. You know, I was thinking,
Go on.
the Dolly that I saw up there on the witness stand, I don't think that was really her.
What?
Yeah. The Dolly I know could never have said those kinds of terrible things. Maybe she was like, I don't know, a fake or something.
Boy, this poor kid still hasn't got a clue. You need to forget about her, Mr. Wright, for your own sake.
Yeah, you're right. That's probably for the best.
Also, you need to relax a bit more. Try to grow up a little.
But out of all my friends, everyone says I'm the most grown up.
Eek. What kind of company does this guy keep?
Right now, I'm studying to become a lawyer myself.
Larry. Yeah.
The implication that he knows more than one person than Larry, like Larry, is distressing.
Yeah. That's...
That's what you keep saying. But I thought you were in the art department.
Dear God, it's all Larry's.
Well, yeah, I am. But there's a friend that I desperately want to help. And if I hurry, then I should still be able to save him in time.
I see. I see.
Say, Miss Faye? A lawyer is someone who can help people when they're in trouble, right?
Mr. Wright, I'm still new at this myself. But I think that's exactly what a lawyer is.
Okay, I'm gonna do it. I'll study my butt off. I'll become a lawyer for sure. I hope we see each other again someday. Maybe even in court. It's been 5 years since I was acquitted of all charges. I became a lawyer like I planned, and managed to save my friend. But Mia has passed on to a better place. For me, this trial brings up a lot of painful memories. But it also brings up some very precious ones. And memories that I thought would never rise to the surface again. Mia is gone now. But even so, I can hear her in my mind.
Phoenix, no matter what, always believe in your client. In a court of law, greatest weapon is your belief.
5 long years. Something has happened that's made me think back to her words of wisdom.
Yeah, sometimes at your side.
Yeah.
But that is a story for another day.
The end. Oh, it's this guy.
It's him.
We'll finally get to meet this man next time.
This man.
The man he is. Okay, let's save, and then I think, yeah, I'll save over this. Okay. The stolen turnabout. Everyone ready your mugs! Don't worry, there's...
Dun-dun-dun-dun.
And don't worry, there's no poison this time.
You don't know that.
Well, maybe not. Alright, we'll watch the intro for this one, and then we'll call it for tonight. Time is 1 AM. Beep, beep, beep. Hate it. Okay. No idea who's talking here. Oh.
Okay, there we go.
Oh, you said it, pal. It must have been our rock-solid security that scared him off. Would you mind opening the safe just to double-check?
The time is actually 1 AM.
Yeah.
Ah! We've been had! Out front! Guards! Turn on the searchlights!
Better luck next time, gentlemen. Excuse me, but I'm afraid I must be leaving now. We shall meet again when the next moon is full.
Damn, alright. And he's actually flying.
Yeah. Seen fucking Max Galactica do that.
Alright, that was... It's a hell of an intro. Okay. I'm gonna be looking forward to that. Alright. I'll go ahead and exit the game now. And take us over to the ending screen. Right here.
Hell
Hello. 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 Oh. Ending. My ending. There it is. Hello, Lily. Hi, bye. Thanks for coming in, Lily.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that was... That was a lot of fun. Thank you for the hi bye, James. Alright. That was... It's a good introduction to this game, I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Thanks,
Stage has been set.
Yeah. You'll catch the next one, hell yeah. Yeah, thanks everybody for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. So, tomorrow I'm actually going to be over on somebody else's channel. Like, I'm gonna be over on Flutterbug's channel playing Left 4 Dead 2, I think. I believe it'll be about 3 to 4. I'm gonna shout her out real quick. Yeah, that's where I'm gonna be tomorrow. And then I do also have Of the Devil lined up for Monday at 5:30 on my own channel. We'll be coming back here as well. But if we're not playing Of the Devil Monday, Bowser's Inside Story on Tuesday for sure. At around 5:30. That's what we got planned. Let's take a look. Who do we want to raid? You did mention Izzy playing Deltarune earlier, so yeah, I kind of want to. Yeah, I think I'll go ahead and raid Izzy. Let's see, what is she up to right now? Oh, I see what she's doing. Have you played Chapter 3, Saffron?
I've watched it.
I see. So you're aware of of what happens in it and stuff.
I know perfectly well that it is TV time.
It is TV time. Yeah, I'm gonna. I will visit the Izzy visit. We will go. All right. Yeah. Good night, Wolfie. Thanks for coming in. Oh, before I forget, I'll drop these links in the chat. Whoever may want them. And yeah, that'll do it for tonight. I'll go ahead and start the raid now. Izzy Fizz 96. Start that raid. Okay. So everybody take care. Have a good... Well, do we have a raid message actually? Do we have a... Let's see, what should our raid message be? Kinda wanna come up with one. Something to do with the case.
I mean, we can inform them that my dolly doesn't poop.
Yeah. Possibly. Let me see. That's it. Would never poop.
Yep.
Yeah, sure, we can go with that. I think Izzy has also played Ace Attorney 3, so she would understand.
That's good.
Yeah. Alright, everybody, take care, have a good time zone, and I'll be back next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.